Happy 4th of July, everybody. And look where you're at. You're not out, having barbecue or watching fireworks. What the fuck are you doing here? I should be streaming to an empty room. I should be the one miserable and showing that I have no life. Why do you gotta self-report like that? But you know what? I appreciate it. I truly do. I appreciate you being here instead of, doing something actually fun. No, I kid, but I'm glad you're spending this most holiest of freedom days with me, as we play a game set entirely in Scotland. Look, there aren't that many actual good games that you can play for 4th of July. I've looked, there's only a few. It's kind of hard to theme video games around holidays, it seems. You don't get too many. It ain't like we got the Christmas movies and the Halloween movies. Video games don't really do that very well, or very often. Did you do anything for the 4th of July? No. Like I said, my stuff is coming up in the middle of the month when I go on a camping trip, so I haven't really put any time into 4th of July. I went and saw fireworks, a big fireworks show last year for 4th of July, and that was more than enough. I do that every couple of years to go watch a big fireworks show. It's like, yep, still look like fireworks to me. And they play the same songs. How about Metal Gear Rising or just anything Metal Gear? I am going to be playing Metal Gear Rising again probably maybe next month because I need to play through the DLC for a DLC Sin video for the Patreon. So I guess I could have maybe started playing that tonight, but I didn't really want to start something new right before, other things. Play Independence Day on the play. That game is terrible though. Why would you want to do this to me? What have I ever done to you? Look, there's a few rules we have as video game players. You don't play licensed movie games or anything released on the PS1 or PS2 because they were almost all crap. There's very few good examples of a licensed movie game from that era of video games. Said on my other account that you don't know, love your analysis of GTA today. Hey, thank you, Redbeard. That's right, Chad. I released the Grand Theft Auto 4 video onto YouTube today. I'm hoping it's doing very well. I haven't bothered to check. I'll find out maybe. I'll check at the 24-hour mark and see if it, met expectations or not. But regardless, I'm glad I finally sent a Grand Theft Auto video. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it if you've had a chance to go see it yet. Or maybe if you've been too busy. Maybe releasing a video on 4th of July was a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe I should have waited just one more day. I figured, you know what? Maybe people will be off work and they'll want something to watch. I'm hungry for some sushi. I'll be having, expertly crafted sushi soon. Gonna get to the good stuff. Did you mean for San Andreas to be the other choice for the vote? I wasn't originally gonna put it up, but then I decided to. Yeah, I'll save GTA 5 for next year. Because and GTA San Andreas is shorter than 4, so it won't take me as long. So yeah, I was originally going to remove it and put something else up, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I still feel, let's get one more out of the way. Rather get a bunch of GTA content out of the way quick, and then I can move on to some other stuff while the summer's still strong. Ever been to a conveyor belt sushi place? Those are primarily in Japan, I believe. You won't really find them outside of maybe, I guess, maybe you find some in Los Angeles, maybe? I don't know. GTA works. GTA works. Unlimited GTA works. America. America. The boys over here mentioning the US like it's a Dark Souls character. Or an Elden Ring character. Merca. Merca. America. America. Sorry, I'm just amusing myself saying the same word over and over again. That's a first sign of autism, I think. Thanks for the vid. It was pretty good. Only pretty. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna bait you. It's like it wasn't great. Wasn't great, you know? You can put my vote for the next Sin video for this game. Hey, well, I will probably forget that. Kinda hard to keep that in mind. Oh yeah, that one dude in the stream said he wanted this game to be Sin. I mean, I kind of threw this game to the wolves for the vote. I mean, come on. You know it's not going to win against the Grand Theft Auto game. Since San Andreas was released in 2004, wouldn't that be a classic Sin vid though? Was it? Wait, you sure it was released in 2004? I mean, it doesn't. I mean, apparently it's before 2004 that marks it as a classic Sin or not. But since I'm already gonna be releasing GTA 3 and Vice City on the Patreon, I'd still make an exception for it, even if it didn't. It's just still like, hey, I need some more on the YouTube channel. So you'll have 2 exclusive ones on Patreon and then the ones on YouTube. As someone with autism, I can attest to that. There's many signs, many things you gotta look out for, depending on your level. You day drank today? I think. Hope everyone had a good day so far. I had a quiet day. Right, quiet on the 4th of July, I know. I just didn't have any plans. Didn't want to make a big day of it. I wanted to like rest up and after like putting a bunch of hours in working on a video. I didn't even get to bed until 4 o'clock last night. Do you want to know why, chat? I was trying to upload this the GTA 4 video to YouTube, and YouTube kept like marking it for like copyright content ID, just because there's like 4 seconds of a song playing in a couple of different cutscenes. So I had to go back and then like do a few quick edits to the video to like get rid of those sections. Then I'd render it out again, uploaded it, and then after about an hour, it takes a while to process on YouTube, especially when you're uploading in 4K. Only to then have it like, oh, we found something else. So I had to do that like 3 or 4 times before it finally got through and wasn't like copyright ID'd. So that was a fun night. All to make sure ads can run on my beautiful, wonderful, best videos. Thank you for your sacrifice, sir. Well, the bags under my eyes are, they're growing larger. Irritating, I'm sorry. I've never actually had to do that before. I've never had like a video I instantly put on YouTube get like copyright claimed, because I'm usually pretty good at avoiding that by never having like music or even like more than 4 seconds of music playing at any given moment. But yeah, I guess it makes more sense that a Grand Theft Auto game would be super sensitive about that because of the amount of licensed music in it. One of the reasons I always turned off the radio when playing those games. Hopefully you get a good night's sleep after. I plan to tonight. Definitely planning to. But tomorrow I get to finalize my Grand Theft Auto 3 script. So I'll be having that one out soon. Thankfully it's going to be way shorter than the GTA 4 stuff. Noble sacrifice of being a content creator with games don't have a streamer mode. Well, some games, the older they are, streamer mode is still a relatively new feature for a lot of games. What are we all doing? Well, I'm streaming tonight. I don't know what you're doing though. Be back in a bit. Gotta go do sign tricks for alms and get told to get a job. Just had to tell you. Sign tricks for alms? What is a sign trick? Is that are you one of those dudes like flips a sign around to like get people to go to a business? But regardless, man, I'm glad you liked the video, and maybe I'll see you back in here later. Just got done reading some updated manga and visual novels. Not sure if I should love or hate Fujimoto. Are you talking about the latest Chainsaw Man chapter? You're a homeless street performer? It's rough out there, man. I feel for you. But hey, if my videos help make your pretty rough days even a little bit easier, or maybe forget about the rough parts, I'm that much more happy I make them. Stay strong. Sign says, put God first and love each other. Hey, well, spreading positivity. Respect. What's up, Lucky? How you doing? Does that actually work? I find those like commercials, they get me to not buy the product. What are you asking about? Just got done reading some updated manga. Okay, so chat, I got my mom to watch anime. And what did she think? Which anime? Hold on. Which anime did you start her with? What did you do to your poor mother? Did you were like, Mom, you really gotta watch Attack on Titan, and then she's like horrified. But happy 4th. I'm guessing there's probably gonna be a lot of non-Americans in chat tonight because the actual Americans, the ones who actually have, well, lives, might be a little busy. So Not sure why I'm being so busy myself tonight, releasing a video and streaming, but here I am. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Well, I guess wait. Well, she's got to put up with the dog, you know. She's gonna get to that chapter eventually, or that episode. You got your mom to watch Arcane. See, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid show. Got the best job, best boss, best retirement plan. I feel bad for you. You know what? If you can keep making jokes like that despite being homeless, you're doing something right. Or at least mentally, you are. Keep your head strong, man. You'll get out of it. I mean, I hate that I'm offering you nothing but platitudes, but that's really all I can. There are some Americans here. Well, I'm an American. I'm very American. I'm like a white cishet American. Realize how much American that makes you? That's probably like not fun to say. But I do like, you know, feeding into like the stereotypes every once in a while. She already got there and wants to unalive Scar for his mercy killing the dog. You just traumatized your poor mother, man. Started yours with Grave the Fight. Chat, if you never get your just don't get them watching One Piece. They'll be dead before they watch all of it. Thought you were supposed to be an alien. Be many things, alright? Also, aliens come in different forms. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. That is a great and underappreciated song, by the way. I'm afraid I can't help it. Are you happy firework? Boom! Happy firework day. Wonka would have made a good American, wouldn't he? He was basically based off like Hawaiians, I think, right? Ninja Scroll. I'm gonna get my mom to watch Boku no Pico. She'll love it. Maybe after that, a little bit of School Days. Then have her watch good old Berserk. Second Boku reference this week. Look, that meme will never die. It's too strong. That may be too many hours you put into that game, my dude. Maybe too many. Get her to watch Bible Black. Oh yeah, forgot about the classic. That's like the Dragon Ball of that kind of that genre of entertainment. You're thinking of Berserk as the next one for my watch over with Dad? Well, which there's like the 90s anime, and then there's like the really bad CG anime a few years ago, right? Three Berserk movies. You know, I'm surprised HBO hasn't tried to get on this like anime and like manga craze that's been going on and make like a Berserk TV show. Because, you know, someone there has got to be thinking of it. Dragon Ball of Hentai is Tai Menon? I don't even know what that is, but so can't be too much like the Dragon Ball of that. Vampire Hunter D is top notch. I've only ever seen one Vampire Hunter D movie and I was like weirded out by it for some reason. Wreckfect is so much fun. The hours played are justified. Hey, I mean, if you had fun with it. You think Berserk would work in live action? Yes. I know that the Castlevania animators, the ones who made the Castlevania show on Netflix, they really wanted to do Berserk. So much so they included an entire scene that basically looks like Berserk in the final season of Castlevania. Where they had like a vampire lady with a bunch of, you know, crazy armor and a big sword cutting people up exactly like Guts does. But I guess that didn't work out for them. Went to the kitchen for a coffee and came back to a hentai tier list. No, you didn't. You didn't. There was no tier list here. Isn't HBO owned by Warner Brothers? I could not tell you the web of ownership for like entertainment studios, man. Everyone's owned by something. There ain't too many independents out there anymore. I agree with you on the so many things, like how Mallory knows about the kidnapping. Yeah, there's a lot of like just in the GTA 4 when I was going over it. There's like interesting concepts, but there's a lot of they're sometimes missing enough connective tissue to make them work. Like Mallory, some people believe that Mallory was sleeping with Vlad to like keep Roman safe, But one, still, it's a pretty shitty thing to do to your person you're gonna marry and then never even acknowledge it afterward or like apologize, and is never even brought up. So it seems like it's a fan theory. And then she's like, it's weird how just how many friends she's with like just absolutely horrible people, despite not being a criminal herself. She just like knows like the biggest drug dealer in town, and Manny, some former gang member who wants to like kill other gang members, and just, it's kind of bizarre. Amongst other characters in the game, they just didn't really have enough like really connection to other characters to make the things they were doing work. Don't worry, every company will be owned by one large megacorp at some point. We ain't in that cyberpunk future yet, but we're racing toward it. We're speedrunning this stuff. Frame froze? I haven't dropped any frames, so it must have been on your end. I also thought that the Michelle's part of the game. Honestly, I think the entire second half of GTA 4 is kind of weak with the whole Irish and Italian crime family stuff, and especially the United Paper Black Ops group stuff is so out of place. It didn't really even need to be there. It just, those were like the weakest points of the game, where the first half of the game I really enjoy and kind of always have, but man, the second act of GTA, just like, what the hell is, where'd everything, where'd all the cool stuff go? Why isn't Roman doing anything anymore? Is it just me, or does he sound like Penguin Zero? You were not the first person to claim me and Penguin Zero, or the Moist One, sound similar. We both just have the same cadence when speaking, I suppose. I don't think we sound anything actually alike when if you played us side by side saying the same thing, you would be able to pick us out easily. But I can assure you, I am not just like trying my best to sound like him. This is just how I sound when I speak. I have a very unemotional like tone of voice, unless something really out of the blue happens. Otherwise, this is what I sound like. Plus, I got a little bit of a southern twang that he doesn't. He lacks that. Therefore, is weaker than me. And I'm also tower over him. I would literally lean over and eat him if I wanted. I forgot the name, but isn't Disney owned by something named BlackRock? BlackRock? I don't think that owns Disney. They definitely own some of their stock, but they're not like the main stakeholder. I remember seeing a clip online of a really well-animated fight scene, and it turned out it was from some 90s hentai. Turns out the studio that animated it helped work on Ghost in the Shell. I think I know what you're talking about, actually. I think I know what you're talking about. Was it it was either let's see, I think they made 2 anime series where they had like cool action scenes, but then it was like, as you said, one of them has like this pink-haired girl in an orange like leotard who does like mercenary work, and the other one was like some kind of assassin girl falling out of a window and killing someone down while falling out of a skyscraper. What do I think of the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake? I'm kind of happy that they're keeping all the voice work and just mainly focusing on the tech upgrade to the game, and everything else is going to be the same. Because I don't really trust Konami to currently make a proper Metal Gear game. So if they just want to like improve all the tech and gameplay aspect, that's perfectly fine, I think. You know a surprising amount about hentai, Dart? Should I be concerned? No, because I am a person of the internet. My life and job revolves around knowing things about the internet. I learn things, alright? I'm like college-educated, like master's degree in internet knowledge. Hey, Asmongold. I don't care. There's no connection there. I got a full head of hair. I actually clean up after myself and take showers. Just realized that. Sorry, what did you realize? Okay. No, you don't have to apologize, man. It's perfectly fine. You are not the first person to, like, think I sound similar to him. Maybe I am him. This is his alt account. But hey, if he ever wants to hit me up with a collab, I'm down. Though I don't think he does collabs very often. We could harmonize our monotones. Am I a porn professor? I could be. Because I know how to fuck good. I did like Patrick McCreary and Brucey. I mean, I liked most of the characters in it. It's just that some of them don't really get used very well, and some of the stuff they want you to do doesn't make very much sense. Or Nico doing it himself doesn't make sense. But characterization, was a strong point of it. It just said, like I said, the connective tissue to them wasn't quite strong enough. Hair, yes, but cleaning after yourself, maybe not. I clean up about it. I keep my place pretty solid. What are you talking about? You just put that on me. Hope you're having a good night, sending positive vibes. I'm sending the positive energy too, in the form of like a, an intense humming sound. That's the sound of positive energy. You should now feel energized for the rest of the night. Will the game that doesn't win be disqualified forever? No, I put games up for vote multiple times. That's not how I do it. Like, how many times have I put Alan Wake 2 up for vote? Probably like 4 or 5 times at this point. Streamer you watch says he'll play Mario Party with anyone. I mean, how many views he getting? How many views he getting? When are you going to put Drakengard 3 back to vote? I've kind of forgotten that game even exists. Dart cleanses himself well enough to be brought into public. I use dude wipes, chat, and a bidet. That should be enough to let you know how, important cleanliness is to me. My ass is cleaner than all of yours combined. Yeah, I'm multi-layered. He's number 51 on the Twitch leaks. That seems like pretty high then. What's his name? I'll play some more. I've never played Mario, what is it, Mario Kart and Mario Party before, so I'm willing. Bidet, more like bidon't. You know what? If you want to remain an animal, barbarian, filthy, whatever, be my guest. I'll stand over here in clean glory. Shocked that Alan Wake hasn't won the vote yet. It didn't do all that well. It didn't exactly set the world on fire. Ray Narviz Jr. So what do? You're just like, hey, do you want to play Mario Party with me? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. No problemo, my man. Got you. Interesting dude, if so. Love that Dart speaks with that superiority of a British aristocrat when interacting with people who don't use bidets about them. I mean, it just makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't you? Look, bidets, one, they'll save you money. It's like 20 bucks on Amazon to buy a seat cover bidet, and a single like pack of toilet paper will last you the rest of the year, and you'll be cleaner the entire time. It's just like, why wouldn't you want it? It's like, it's just like, look, it's just an argument you can't really forge a solid, argument against. That's outside of personal preference. Bidets are just better than like you dry wiping yourself with a wad of, dry toilet paper. Sorry, I know this is like a holy day in America, but I have to admit my American bros and gals, y'all are wrong on this. You gotta accept it. What's the trailer for the DLC for Alan Wake 2? And all I could think of is, why the fuck did they not make Rose the new main character instead of block of wood they got? You mean Rose over the, what's her name, the one lady? I liked some of Alan Wake 2, but I'm confused by a lot of their decisions, to say the least. Pretty much what he said in his latest Mario Party upload to YouTube. I mean, alright. I'll send him a message, hey, I'll play Mario Party with you. I got 300,000 like YouTube channel. That should be enough to get me in. He wants to smoke weed and fill his bellies with Diet Pepsi and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2. Who is this? Who wants to do such an awesome manly thing? Thought about getting a bidet. How long does it take to get used to? The first time you use it, I will admit you will jump a little bit because you're like, ugh! Especially because it's like cold water shooting into your, well, onto your private area. But honestly, after the first day, you'll be used to it. It's super easy to install, just like a toilet seat with a water hose attached to it, and then boom, you're done. And as I said, you will save money because you won't be buying toilet paper but like one time per year. So if you want to like cut your bills down a little bit, there you go. Can't believe how long is this conversation about the old ass washing techniques gone on for? I don't care. For some reason, I'm passionate about it. I am the bidet fairy, chat. What I am. I gotta like enlighten people. Gotta change the culture. If I'm gonna leave any mark on this world, it will be I convinced more Americans to use bidets. Let's talk about colonoscopies now. I mean, you get a little bitty colonoscopy when you use a bidet. Are you ever gonna cover the BO4 campaign? Should make a long video. Do you mean Baldur's Gate, or are you talking about something else? There are also bidets that have warm water settings. Yeah, but you usually need to have either a warm water pipe near that you can usually for like warm water stuff they're more expensive since they need to have a reservoir inside of them to like hold the water plus like a heating element, so you need like a power outlet near your toilet that it can plug into. If I had a power outlet near my toilet for that, I would have one, but I do not, so I have to use like regular, like, you know, straight from the pipe water. Straight from the pipe. Bidet, something I'm not used to, must be communism. I know that is, I have honestly seen that argument. It's like gay communism. Gay Euro communists only want to use bidets because they're not American. Sure, Oprah has a Japanese toilet. Yo, Japanese toilets, I have yet to sit on one, but that's a life goal. I want a toilet that talks to me, scans my health data, and then tells me to have a good day afterward. Black Ops 6. Oh, isn't there like a new Black Ops coming? There's a new Black Ops coming out this year. That's the one I'm focused on sending. Treyarch says they want to make the most iconic COD missions in Black Ops. I want a toilet that gives me therapy as I'm shitting. I mean, if they install some like Chat GPT in there, can definitely do it. Use a toilet like that. They're kind of not that big of a deal. I mean, it's still a novel, right? You know, they have like seat warmers, self-cleaning. They like spray a scent mist on you. 80-year-old grandma used a Japanese toilet. She says it's quite strange at first, but becomes pleasant. Well, Japanese, we've actually like surpassed Japan, and a lot of people still hold Japan as like this technological marvel, when in fact they're actually like a technological backwater at this point. In a lot of ways, but when it comes to toilet technology, they are still like living about 20 years ahead of us. They got a lock on that. Like, they may still be using fax machines and other like archaic stuff, but when it comes to toilets, they don't fuck around over there. Waiting from Amazon smart bidet. You know what? I want cameras installed so I can like use a webcam on it. Also, public transport. Okay, that too. They're pretty good at that. Kind of still doing that 90s filter on their live action shows. You mean, well, I know they still like doing like the reaction boxes where they're like guests like, you know, clapping and making O faces. Like, oh, sugoi. Japan is still advanced. I'm not saying they're like cavemen over there, but there's this misconception that Japan is like a very advanced society. That kind of comes from like the 80s when they actually were. But the thing is, they kind of got stuck in the 90s and 2000s, and they haven't left it in a lot of ways. They actually are like getting further behind, I believe, in a lot of like technological races. Outside of like a few things that they excel in, they're just very stubborn about switching to new stuff because they have a lot of respect for like elderly population, and they don't want to and that actually like locks them into like using certain technology that elderly people grew up with because they don't want to change it for their sake. Japan doesn't like Americans too much anymore. That's not really true. That is because there's like been some like harassment vacation trolls in like certain areas. I think of like Kyoto, who were harassing people, and they like made a few like no-go zones for tourists. Only if you stay in the big cities like Tokyo and Osaka. Outside of that, kind of behind it from what, yeah, Tokyo, like, yeah, anywhere outside of a big city in Japan is going to be like small town villages and stuff. That's primarily nothing but old people in it. That's one of the reasons there's like, you can like buy homes on the cheap and, you know, in Japanese villages and towns for like practically pennies on the dollar compared to other places, but usually you have to fix them up a lot because they're kind of run down, but because no one's been living in them forever. Actually, mostly an Asian thing. Korea has a similar philosophy. Yeah, most of Asia has this like, you know, very deep respect for the elderly, or like is like the elders. And you defer to them, so so a lot of society is built around that. So I'm not surprised. Apparently there are travel bidets too. Good idea for camping and stuff. Okay, I might need to look into that. I am going. No, it's a little too late to go getting a travel bidet for my camping trip. Maybe next time. Asians are still very cash-based, i.e. credit cards are used rarely. I've definitely heard they've been making strides toward maybe, or at least in Japan, about getting away from that mentality of only using cash. But there are probably still a lot of places you're just going to like have a pocket full of bills on you. Fixer-uppers in Japan can be tricky as there are laws that limit what you can do depending on certain conditions. It's also not exactly a good investment because in Japan, houses actually are, unlike say, well, some people might argue it's a strength because it maybe makes buying a house affordable versus like in Western countries. But in Japan, I'm not sure if it's in every Asian country, but in Japan specifically, houses lose their value over time. They don't grow in value generally, at least these days. So if you're buying an old house, a lot of people will buy an old house, tear it down, and build something new on it because they just want the land, because the older houses doesn't have any value at that point. They still believe in samurai culture. I don't know if that's particularly true because they don't really have any samurais now, do they? If you're gonna believe in samurai culture, well, where's the samurais? You want to be a janitor for Nintendo? That'd be a sweet gig. I mean, depends on what they pay. Friend I know said the local Japanese people in Tokyo are very formal and respectful until around the night when they go drink. Oh yeah, Japanese people drink hard. That's the only time they get to let loose and don't have to like worry about saving face as much. So yeah, that is a very well-known thing that they're very like as you say, but once they work's over and they go drinking with the boys, that's when they finally like let loose and like, oh yeah, I am a human after all. Do you think physical Discworld discs would still be available? Physical discs aren't as good because we now have, as you've seen with the Switch, cards are just faster in general and can hold just as much data as any disc, and you can reduce loading times with them. So I really don't see why we still even use disc media for consoles. It's kind of dumb. So yeah, they should, like, both the PS6 and whatever Xbox releases should switch to doing what Nintendo does, where they have like a tiny little card that you just plop in there. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I released my GTA 4 video today, and now I'm streaming on the 4th of July, and I just burped when I didn't want to. Sorry about that for anyone grossed out. Drunk Japanese, but I'm great. How about you? Drunk Japanese dude even offered him weed, even though Japan is super strict on. So yeah, all of Asia is like, nay, what's that? Is that drugs? Oh boy, you gone. You gone, and you ain't coming back. If I know anything about Asia, it is like if you ever plan to visit Singapore, go over all of your luggage before you enter the country and like make sure there is no even hint of weed anywhere in your luggage. Because you don't want to be caught with that. Singapore is described as Disneyland with the death penalty for a reason. You've never been hugged to death in a video game? Well, you just haven't been hugged enough. Aren't most sold physical copies these days cardboard disc with a code? Well, no, you can still buy a disc. It's just that the disc is really there to like download the game from the internet. It seems like in a lot of cases. But there's still plenty of like disc-based you can go and buy and have an actual copy you can, upload to your computer, your console anytime. But PC, buying a hard copy of a PC game? No, that's pretty much dead at this point. I remind you of Nick Offerman. Remind me again who that is? If I ever go to Japan, I would go to Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Iwo Jima, and Okinawa. Why specifically those first two? Well, actually, all four of them are pretty World War II related. Let's see. Do you still think Singapore is still a good place to... it's a good place to visit. I don't know if it... Look, it's probably a great place to live too, but they have very strict rules there about specific things. And it's also... It's a very small living area you have to get accustomed to because they're a tiny little micronation almost. So it's interesting to live there, I'd imagine. They have a lot of like nice things though for such a small place. If you're into World War II. Hey, if you're into World War II, then those are the places to visit. I don't know if it is. If I'm going to assume visiting Iwo Jima is probably a little bit more difficult than the other ones, though. No one planning on going to Hokkaido? That's like the ski resort of Japan, isn't it? It's like the upper north. So I usually just know that's like the area in the anime they go to when they want to go like, let's have the skiing arc. Ooh, your great grandpa was in Okinawa. Was he stationed there, or are you Japanese descent? Or just Japanese who speaks good English? My personal experience, adapting the warrior mentality can make you get out of your victim mentality, which helps you get out of your living your life. Your weak points are living from the strong point in character and how you may. I hope you're doing great. I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me with all that one, but you know what? I hope you're doing well. No one really has. I will say this much on whatever you're going on. No one has a warrior mentality. It's just not. Is it real? No one has a warrior mentality. Unless you are just out there fighting all the time, which means you'll be in prison very soon. In Okinawa, they recently prosecuted an American soldier for sexual assault. Yeah, that Okinawa has a bit of an issue with the amount of American bases there. Like half that island is American bases. Grandfather was stationed in Okinawa when he was in the Air Force. I actually had an uncle, a great uncle, who was in the Navy during World War II, and his ship he was on was actually torpedoed, and he was captured and like essentially starved to death. I know, downer of a story, but you know what actually relates to the old America Day. I actually have family who was starved to death in like a Japanese prison camp. So there we go. The time, I'm not sure what the situation looks like. What the fuck? I mean, hey, it's part of part of family history. You're more ninja than samurai. I mean, I'm very good at going unnoticed, so yes. You ain't gonna see me unless I want it. That's American. No, you don't like Dead Rising that much, but you got a Leon, Lurker, Nemesis, Ashley, Chris, Dr. Sun outfits in your pre-order. What is it? I got a Leon, Lurker, Nemesis, Ashley, Chris. That's a lot of names. I'm not sure what you're mentioning, but hey, I'm good. Friend that went to Tokyo literally took pictures of the exact location Yakuza 0 is set in. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that's like based off of, a couple of street blocks. But I know they have a lot of like actual stores in it too. Basically did have family who fought in the Great War. Yeah. I never met him. He's dead long before I was born, but I did know his wife, who was my aunt. I have a coworker that has been talking about going to Japan next year. I mean, hey, it seems like a good place to visit. Go visit a shrine. You'll cleanse the evil from yourself. I think that's what you do at a shrine, right? Or do you just go to a shrine to wish for money? I'm not sure. Ugh, my shoulder's a little sore. Did push-ups today. Grandfather on my mom's side fought in Germany, huh? Took a bullet to the brain. He later went on to get married and father 8 children. The man was tough as nails. Damn. Bullet to the brain. Usually that is kind of fatal. Yo, Dartigan, just watch the GTA 4 video. It's one of my favorite games. Your video was great. Good work. Hey, I'm glad you liked it. It's a game I really like too, or at least the first half of it. I'm glad I finally got to send a Grand Theft Auto video. Now I'm assuming I'll probably be seeing another Grand Theft Auto video soon. Actually, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is my favorite GTA game, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But I'm glad you appreciated it, man. And maybe I enlighten you to some things you didn't notice when you played through it yourself. What's up, Mike? How you doing today? My grandpa was a guard at the Berlin Wall and saw it fall in person. Now that's frickin' history. I mean, if you pre-order Dead Rising, you get those outfits. Sorry for the... No, I mean, I'm good. I don't really care too much about video game outfits. Or like, skins. Not a big concern of mine, because I never use them anyways. Never use them, got no use for such things. If you could elect any YouTuber into office, who would it be? I would choose Scott the Woz. Which office are we talking about? I don't know. There's a couple of YouTubers I think are legitimately very good people. Angry Video Game Nerd is someone who I think is, you know, a particularly good person. Moist Critical maybe. I don't know. It depends on what their policy positions are. More than anything else, right? You did care about your pre-order horse in Red Dead 2. That's because that was funny. Had that horse the entire way through the game, and then all of a sudden to get, you know, dies right then and there in a cutscene. That was unfair. I kept that thing alive. Good people will not necessarily make good bureaucrats. I know, and I hate that's the truth. Because, you know, good people, it's easier to take advantage of them sometimes. Red Dead 2 was a letdown for me, dog. I enjoyed Red Dead 2. I like Red Dead 1 a little bit more because of the plot of it. But I'd still enjoy Red Dead 2. Grandpa ended up in French captivity. French captivity or something. My family bloodline has fought in every major war that U.S. has ever fought in. It's almost a family tradition. That's quite a lot of... Okay, maybe you do have some warrior culture going on. In your blood. My blood to fight. Wait, that's actually kind of ominous, because you know what? World's getting scary out there. Hope you hope you have to, like, continue the tradition. Red Dead Redemption 2 is very tedious. Well, I do feel that Red Dead 2 was a bit too longer than it needed to be. That entire Cuba section didn't really need to be there, and honestly, the entire, like, epilogue was also a little bit unnecessary. So I think it could have been cut down a bit. But you know what? Rockstar has those kind of like budgets that no one else gets, so they get to bloat their games. Let's see. I guess we should go ahead and get started now, shouldn't we? Because I do want to finish this game tonight, and I don't want to waste too much time. Because, you know what? Got stuff to do tomorrow. Gotta finish that Grand Theft Auto 3 script. I'm looking forward to you playing this game eventually. Let's go August Danger Wee Laddie. Well, oh, you mean... Well, I am playing it right now, so you don't have to wait or you look forward to it. And I started playing it yesterday, in fact. But, I appreciate the Scottish at the end. Also, welcome to the stream, Mr. Nezu. Welcome. So, last night we turned the power back on. Recap on the story so far. Scottish oil rig in the North Sea was digging or drilling, and then they found some kind of like, you know, sentient meat monster that's like destroying the oil rig and transforming this, you know, the crew. And we are desperate to get off we've tried a few different ways and they've all failed, so our last chance is to radio for help. And there's only a few people left remaining. Also, Scottish. Positively Scottish. Okay, I want to point out that just... This ain't gonna... What is burning here? What is burning here? This is like, you know, floor grating and cement. Oil would burn off pretty quickly with this kind of fire if it's just a puddle of oil. And also, it can't be oil since it's just like a floor grating. Flammable steel. A new and terrible invention. But yeah, there is nothing there to burn. You love Dart's bids and streams? Well, thank you. Appreciate everyone who shows up to watch my stupid little live streams and my stupid little videos. He's on YouTube chat, who usually has the trauma dump every so often. He's been doing better though, I feel. Haven't you, iCamp? You've been putting in some effort to, like, y'all, reining in a bit. But yeah, as Charmsy told you, you don't always have to chat if you don't really have anything to say. You can do You can just like lurk if you want to and like listen and then only chime in when you have something and you want to say or share. You having any fun with this game? Yeah, this game is, I mean, it is, there's not a lot of actual gameplay to it. You can honestly describe it as a walking simulator. But I would put it as one of the better ones, if I'm going to call it that. What's the secret to my heart? Complicated question there. I'm gonna say... First, food, well, I guess, yeah, that helps. But you know what, I'm not gonna be one of those assholes like, you need to be able to cook. Like, nah, as long as you have, like, an interest in things. Fuck.
Jesus fucking...
Just have an interest in things. There's step one. Be a person who has feelings all the time. And you'll once has things to talk about. Have a hobby or something. Why does this elevator even go up another floor when there's nothing there? Do I have a type like the kind of people you're into? I'm not that picky, or at least I don't think I am. I can appreciate anyone for who they are. Also none of my preferences I would say are deal breakers either. Like I can have a certain feature I like, but it's not gonna like keep me from like, you know, being with someone if I want to be. But I've mentioned before, redheads are kind of like my preference, and when it comes like, if we're talking about hair color, I don't really have like too many either. I don't really care about height. You can be short, taller than me if you want, as long as you're interested in me. That's all it really takes. So I try not to be locked down in that regards. Climb down, my friend. You like redheads? Who are you, Dick Grayson? Look, every dude kind of secretly likes redheads. Well, not even secretly. Some of them just like openly do. I think it's like in our genes. What do you think? Like all like some major characters in fiction are always like redheads. Aren't I like some kind of giant man? I'm 6'1". I am not giant. But I am taller than what's going to be like 99% of women out there. Alright. So... do you think it's hard to defend people like Chris Columbus or Andrew Jackson? I mean, okay, oof, okay, that's a mess of a question. I don't think it's hard to defend them because one, we're so far removed from them. You're talking about someone who's been dead for a very long time. So you don't really need to bend over backward defending them to begin with. As for that, you can always just say times were different back then, and standards were different from what we have today. And some of them didn't even know any better. That's just how things worked back then too. I mean, I know there's like some arguments that Columbus was like a monster even for his time. And I don't deny that. Probably was. But it's also, our records aren't always the best from those times either. Sometimes our accounts are just written up by people who didn't like you. So it can always be a little difficult when looking through history that you need like multiple sources to even like really get a message, like a line on things.
Oh, Christ.
Ooh, he did. Just don't support Hitler. Yeah, just don't support Hitler. But actually, there's quite a few people you can add to that list. Redheads are cool people. We have the redhead chat going on now. Remember doing a mock trial in high school history class for Andrew Jackson? Read my boy Jackson till it's backwards. He was the one who did the Trail of Tears, right? He's like, yeah, you get all these Native Americans, stick them in reservations somewhere, preferably far away. Aren't I half redhead? My mom was a redhead, yes. But you can't really be half a redhead. You either are or you aren't. You can carry the genes so your kids could end up redheaded. But I am not redheaded myself.
Fuck!
You landed in water. If Minecraft has taught me anything, you survived that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Since you're playing a Scottish guy, have you tried haggis? Haggis is not exactly easy to come by unless you're kind of in Scotland, I feel. I've never even seen a Scottish restaurant before in my life. Or like, hey, want some Scottish food? One of those things that doesn't really get imported too often when it comes to food culture. I came from that way. Where am I going? Over there.
No, no, no! Shit!
FDA bans the distribution of haggis in the US. Oh, well, that explains it. Happy America Day, Jim. How you doing? This part sure is fun, by the way. Alright. I guess I had to jump off to that. Oh, stupid chain. You let go of the ladder, or did the game say... I was trying to figure out where to go, actually.
Fucking Christ!
Haggis and Kinder Eggs. Okay, I can understand haggis being banned. I've never understood the Kinder Eggs thing being banned. You can buy Kinder Eggs at Walmart. I don't think it's the same Kinder Eggs that you get in Europe, though.
It's training. Brody must have done like see.
Seeing how you're doing this game makes me pretty confident you aren't surviving an oil rig disaster. Well, the good news is I'll never be on an oil rig. Don't have to test that theory.
Fuck. It's soaking. I need to sort it at the fuse box or it'll keep shorting out.
Said the guy who said he'd never go cave diving, who now watches lots of cave diving. Oh, I trust, I am never going cave diving. Caving is one thing. Cave diving is another. I'll watch videos on cave diving, but I don't want to do it. It's altogether way too dangerous, and for basically, I'm not even, I don't even know how to swim, so I'd have to like go through a lot of training just to even be able to like first learn how to swim, then get scuba certified, then spend a bunch of time getting cave diving certified. That's a lot of work for like putting yourself in danger. And also the areas you can go actually legitimate and like make it worthwhile are pretty limited versus actual caving, and also it's more expensive since you need a lot of equipment. I respect the people who do it, but I ain't gonna be doing that. I got more than enough of a dopamine hit off regular caving. It's always the same fuse that burns out in this place. Better get forklift certified, then I can become a Shinmu main character. Heard this game, that was cool because of cosmic horror. I've slept for it. I don't know if this is cosmic horror. This seems like deep sea horror. But then again, there's like deep sea horror and cosmic horror tied together, so maybe it is. You'd watch a channel where you just open Gashapon all day? I'm pretty sure several channels like that already exist. Have you encountered any cryptids on your cave diving escapades? No, but I did come across a bunch of, like, clay dicks. That, you know, had been made by a bunch of Boy Scout troopers. Does that count? I think I'm supposed to get on that. Maybe not. In our human blood to create penis art, history supports it. It's just very easy to make it, that's the reason. It takes like it doesn't matter how bad you are at art drawing or like crafting anything, you can make one. It's like the easiest thing in the world to craft. The reason why I asked earlier is because my uncle is very pro-patriot. He defends every American hero. He would defend people like Andrew Jackson, Chris Columbus to his last breath. I don't understand why Chris Columbus would be an American hero, though. The guy never even stepped foot in like what is now American territory. I think he was just like straight up like only in like the old Caribbean islands in like South America, wasn't he? He didn't even like discover shit. Like literally, just his biggest contribution to history is like, hey, I think there might be something over here that lets us like get to Asia. Can you give me money and a ship to let me like suicidally like find out? And he failed in that endeavor, but found like, you know, something that already been found by all the Asians that crossed over the Bering, like the land bridge from Asia to, you know, America. And, you know, before that, I mean, before the Europeans, the Nords got there. For everyone like the Nords, but the Norwegians, the Vikings. Yeah, I mean, he was no patriot. He was Italian selling for Spain. They say suicide is pain. We're doing the MASH song? Interesting history behind that song, though. Because he has a holiday, that's why... Well, yeah, but it's not even... What do you do on Columbus Day? I ask anyone who wants to make an argument, what does one do for Columbus Day? Other than say, oh, I guess it's Columbus Day. Take a day off? Well, you can take a day off for many things, but do you like go home and like, you know, roast toast one for like Columbus? Gather around the Columbus tree? Watch Columbo on television? Like, we have no actual celebrations for what you do on a Columbus Day other than like, don't work on it. Like, you don't have to go to work on it.
Oh, thank Christ. Here it is.
Flat operating something as complicated as an oil refinery at sea is like super easy.
fucking understatement.
I've done the first cable. You need to do the same in leg B through the pontoon.
Right.
See you on the other side, Kaz.
Hope so, pal. Fucking hope so.
Jewish people don't celebrate Christmas. They got their own end of the year holiday. Can we go in the water? I mean, I don't know if I'd want to swim in this. Oil you're in? No, I think this is water just with like, oil mixed in with it. Been a bit of a spill, you see. You know how gasoline looks when it like drips into water?
How many more bodies are there? Jesus.
I need to get... I realized recently, Chad, I need to get a new mouse. My current mouse is like double clicking. Editing that GTA 4 video together was a pain in the ass. Just because my mouse kept screwing up and doing things I didn't want it to do, because it's like double clicking when I left click, which can be a real pain in the ass in certain programs. I've had this mouse for like almost 10 years now. And I think it's time to put it to rest. I put it in a nice warm drawer somewhere so it can like live out its retirement. Do you have a favorite holiday? When I was a kid, it was Halloween for sure. Because, you know what, it was fun to dress up and get candy. Because we didn't really get much for Christmas until like much later on. We just like didn't have the money. So Christmas wasn't a huge deal when I was a kid, except for like a few times. But eventually you grow out of you grow out of Halloween and it sort of became Christmas anyways. I did used to also like Easter as a child because you know what? Hunting for eggs was fun. And plus you get to make them. You like tie-dye those bitches.
Hello? Christ, creepy as fuck down here.
Down here. Down.
She's funny, baby. I'm gonna have my head stuck in this house. You should call me again. Campsite.
What?
Under the stars.
God. How did he even get there?
When you're an adult, you just buy your own candy on Halloween and never give it to children? Well, where's the fun in that? When you're an adult, your candy changes too. Into what, pray tell? Drugs. I was kind of thinking that exact same thing, you know. Oh. It's shoved behind me for some reason.
Christ. Fuck.
Oh. Oof. Jump over it. Well, I got an achievement for drowning. Cool. Real nice.
I'm gonna find you.
Didn't even know if I was going in the right direction there.
God, how did they even get there?
What's with the safety extinguisher? Cake. It changes into cake. Here, my uncle is very pro-American. He celebrates every U.S. holiday in a very patriotic way. 4th of July is his favorite day. Well, he,
Oh, Christ.
yeah, it's his right to. Superman, this bitch. Tim Curry's Pennywise was terrifying as a kid, but as an adult, it's merely hilarious. Explosive hazard, strictly no smoking.
Shit.
I really needed that smoke. What are your thoughts about Bloodlines 2 considering this game so far? I mean, we haven't really seen too much of it. And this developer has no history of making a game with combat, so I'm concerned that the combat is going to be shit. But then again, the first game was good regardless of its combat being terrible. So who knows? It really depends on how well the role-playing of being a vampire goes, I suppose. If they can at least do that well, then they'll have something.
Ah, Christ, poor guy.
Ooh. As long as it's not vampire, you're good. Yes, I guess.
No, I do not want to go in there.
Debris screen must be raised before maintenance can be performed. Lever must be fully engaged. Danger to life. It's a great sign. Would you choose Cthulhu as your president over the current options? Would I choose the Eldritch horror that will, like, you'll infect the world with madness and delirium and, like, chaos? I mean, it's not really too different, actually, now that I think about it. Look, we're doing... one thing I've learned, we're doing a perfectly good job of what the old gods promised to do, all on our own with social media. Alright, free screen control. Well, we were just talking about cave diving a minute ago. Getting my fill of it now. That just means I can swim right across now. And that wasn't where I'm supposed to go. Good job, humanity. Hold on, the water's still going up. What the fuck do you want me to do? This one then? Do I have fam who are patriotic? Not that I can think of. Probably do, but I just don't know them. Swim upward toward the gaps. I didn't see anything to do. Would you vote for Senator Armstrong for president? No, I don't think I would. Don't think he'd be very good at that. I guess we're supposed to go over this way, I don't know. Gap the thing. I see no gap, game. I see no gap. You're supposed to cut yourself into small cubes and pass through one by one. Oh, well, maybe if I actually let the meat take me, I'll have that ability. Seems like something you can do once you're like sentient mile of like, yo, silly meat. Congrats on drowning number 3. Look, this is like one of those like death traps that everyone would drown in real life. Look, is it right there? I can't tell. It's like, yeah, I can't find the gap here. Is the problem. Is this it? I think this is it. Alright, there we go.
Shite, that was close.
Wood.
More draining. He's done the other one.
Congrats on survival. Congrats on staying alive for another 5 minutes. Bad game design? I don't know if that's bad game design. It's just like the waypoint it can give you is kind of throwing me off and where the actual go.
Stuck fast.
Into the hole. I wonder where the meat monsters are. I'm assuming there aren't too many meat monsters. Mostly just people died. Okay. Something down here I'm looking for, or what? Could recommend me 3 of your favorite games, and could you give me why you favor them? Yeah, sure, real quick. I've mentioned all these several times before. When it comes to like RPGs, FF9 was really important to me. For like, you know, making me just like binge the shit out of it and like think about it for years and years later on. Just because I think it's like an example of like perfect, like having like the perfect cast for a story you want to tell. That's how I describe it. Other one is Deus Ex because, well, it's just like a fundamental important game in history because it was the first like immersive sim, as they're now called. And it's also a game that you probably couldn't make these days because it was all about conspiracy theories. All the conspiracy theories being true, which, well, that was back when conspiracy theories were fun. It probably hasn't aged that well, though. Other than that, I'd probably give you Resident Evil 4, like the OG. Simply because that's another very important game that I just really was into. And it kind of like, you wouldn't have the current crop of like third-person shooters without it. It kind of like define its DNA is in like every game since. All the meat. I'm thinking these are supposed to look like nerve endings is what I'm getting from them. Thanks, man. FYI, English not my first language, and I'm so sorry. Oh, no, dude, you never had to apologize. You're perfectly fine. I understood you perfectly well, so no worry about it.
Hello?
You can access Pornhub again. Well, happy days are here. Hot damn, I bet that was a good day for you. Like, oh, I'm back.
Connor? Is that you?
Go away!
Oh, Christ.
Mary,
Man, what happened to you?
can you go and fetch Mary?
You can hear me, can you? You understand me? Fuck, Jesus. I'm sorry. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Oh. Cool. You alright over there now? You better? Oh. I should probably leave. It's only gonna get worse if I stick around. Had your friend even caught like that? The meat has tendrils. As you're seeing me get caught in again and again. Shut that back. We don't need to be in there. Do you think it's now hard to be patriotic to the U.S. nowadays? Because I'm seeing my uncle being really hard to be a patriot. Don't go overboard with patriotism ever. You can like, I feel like some people like wear it as like their entire identity, which is not the way of doing it. You need to be able to criticize whatever nation you live in. That's healthy for any like nation, I feel. So never go full bore. I mean, unless you just want to make a joke of it, like wear the American, clothes T-shirt with the biggest flag you can fly on the back of your pickup truck. Say if you don't like it, leave it. That kind of stuff. That's the toxic kind of patriotism. Like you can have one day where you don't really have to mouth your criticisms, but unless things are really bad. But then the rest of the year, you should totally you know what? I think this could be made better, and I think we're kind of not doing very well. About criticizing Moo. I mean, what, do you have any? Let me hear them. Go on, speak up. You just went full patriot, never go full patriot. Yeah, never go full, never go fake patriot, because I don't see that as patriotism. I see that as making up for your own self-esteem issues by trying to glom yourself onto something that is well known to be strong. That is just using your pride in your country to make up for your own deficits. As a person. It's sort of like the guys who get really big trucks because they apparently have small dicks or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. That's the old saying. It's like, yeah, you know what? Small-minded people will latch onto patriotism because they don't have anything else to latch onto or connect themselves to. I don't know. There's a lot of psychology involved in it. But be reasonable with it, as in all things. You forced 10,000 random truck drivers to get their dicks measured, and it's true? Well, I'm glad someone did the science. But it's not truck drivers. Actual, semi-trucks need to be big for a purpose. It's the regular people getting, jacked up trucks that are, humongous. Or, other such things that it always feels like, you know what? And if they're not hauling anything in it that needs that kind of size, it is kind of it makes you wonder. Other words, never use any outside thing as your identity. Yes, that's something I have held dear to my heart as well. Never make something outside of yourself the most interesting thing about you or the most prevalent. You should be the most interesting. You and your own, personality quirks should be the most interesting part of you, not an ideology. That's why I never describe myself as I never introduce myself as political ideology first. Which I think was what a lot of people do these days. I see so many people I'm a proud conservative, or I'm a die-hard leftist, and it's like, I mean, is that all though? Is that all you got going on? I'm not gonna, I mean, I guess you know what you're voting for, but I kind of think you need to have a bit more than that. Up into the meat we go. So, Darty, you're so fine, you'll blow my mind. Hey, Dartigan, no, it doesn't really work in the song as well, does it? No matter how we introduce ourselves, we do it in categories of groupthink. The only way to escape it is to get to know people personally. I mean, obviously, but if you're always putting something forward first before yourself, then people will know you as that guy who's this way before anything else. I mean, if you were, for instance, describe me to someone who doesn't know me. Would you describe me as oh, he's a left-leaning moderate first? Or would you say, hey, he's this dude who does this thing and he says jokes like this and all this other kind of stuff? It'd be very difficult, I think, if you know me from watching my stuff or know me personally, to describe me politically or ideologically, because I don't make that the defining part of my character or personality. We're going to meat heaven or some shit? What's with this happy music? Ah yes, into the holy potted meat we go. Returning to the womb. Then it's how this place is not blown up. Maybe they weren't really getting much oil out of this place. What's going on so far? Because my internet is messing up. We've trying to like buy some time so this place doesn't collapse into the ocean.
Can I fucking stand this cold? Jesus.
Oh yeah, this mechanic where you gotta warm yourself up that we have done precisely one time. Heater in here. The Trawler Man from Trawler Coastal Poems by Craig Henry Campbell. From o'er the Fulmer huddled closed together in flock against the winter brine. Black shrine and stone of echoed sounds. Home of yellow lights, Trawler strayed and bowed. I'll stop. By heavy midnight calm upon the shoals of cold nights singing, old Biera's grip upon the tiller. Down below the faded boards and hand-smooth tokens speak of scrabbled lost and won. The morning watcher turns her gaze to see where turn spill the clouds and her charges slumber on beneath their blankets spun of shingled home. We do not miss you, precious weens, though as we sleep waves break the bow, through storms gather beneath the brow of winter and woolen gathers now the clouds. And still wakes the deep. Oh, well, there's where they got their title from. And still on we plow.
Christ. I need to get
Ladies
out
and
of
gentlemen,
this
we have a
fucking
title.
place.
It's from a poem.
I need to get home. Thank Christ. I better check on Roy.
Is Dart Irish? No, I am American. Yeah, warm your mittens up, boy. Warm yourself up. Sounds more Irish. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult for me to like, do Scottish accent, so it just defaults to Irish. Dart is Slavic. Oh, you have proof? That image, do you?
Roy, fuck's sake.
Oh, gosh, mate, thank the Lord. I've been worried sick.
Sorry, pal, I've been out of the shop since I last seen you.
What's going on, Kaz? What happened with the chopper?
That cunt tried to go without us, but, well, it didn't work out well for him or the bird.
Bloody hell, Kaz. Is anyone alive?
Aye, I saw Finlay. We had to get the Jennies on. And Brody as well, helping with the tension legs. Do you know what? I'm a fucking rig expert now.
Told you to take no time. Yeah, I'm glad you've not been alone out there. Those two are all right.
I saw O'Connor. He's one of these things, but I thought... fuck, I don't know what I thought, but whatever it is folk are being turned into, there's something of them still in there. What's going on? Roy?
It's all right. It's just me being clumsy. Once I get my shot, I'll be right as rain.
Do you need me to come and get you?
Oh, no, I can do it. Sort this rig out. Find a way to get us home. See you girls. All right?
Aye.
You're a good lad, Kaz. That's why Suze loves you. She does, you know. She really loves you. Kaz?
Aye. Sorry, I have to go, Roy. Will you make it to the cabins all right?
Yeah, I'm on the way now.
By the way, Roy, we're exploding.
Be on yours. I'm praying for you, mate. Remember, Jesus loves you, Kaz.
Jesus loves.
Everyone else thinks you're a cunt.
All right, pal. Afters.
Also, Green Entertainment, thank you for the $5 super chat. Should tell my uncle that he's not a nationalist, he's a patriot. He knows the right and the wrong with the U.S. He's like Hank Hill. Well, Hank Hill definitely would count as a patriot. I'll tell you what. I don't know about this whole nationalism, Bobby. Bobby, you haven't been watching the Andrew Tate, have you? I don't reckon I like that, guys. This whole red pill business. Chat, we need Hank Hill back just so we can counter people like Andrew Tate. Bobby gets like in his red pill phase and Hank has to like talk him down. Now, Bobby, you ever see me disrespect your mother? Believe the King of the Hill Hulu reboot comes out next year. Oh, that's right. Oh, your phone ringing again.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there?
Here he is. Listen, I don't have long. I left away my mum. I had to get out. She's hung at me. I'm going to have my head stuck in
Suze?
this house.
Is that you?
Oh, Jesus. This one's trying to give me a kicking and all.
Gonna be a wee boxer, eh?
Aye, you wish.
I wish I could see you. You're beautiful like this.
I think we're going crazy,
Well,
chat.
I feel like an elephant.
Christ, what is this? Suze! Suze?
He's hearing his wife over the phone. Maybe we didn't survive that fall after all. Maybe we're a bit, you know, unnatural. Remember when Bobby smacked Peggy's ass and said, "Get me a beer"? I do. What game is a masterpiece of survival horror? Resident Evil 4. Honestly, Resident Evil 7 is pretty close too. Take the crowbar with you, you idiot. No? Not gonna do that? Alright. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 Remake is good, but I still prefer the original. A lot of people would also say Silent Hill 2 is a masterpiece of survival horror. And I'm probably one of them that would agree, though I have some caveats. Any thoughts of that becoming Silent Hill 2? Well, perfect timing. Other than, like, I am guarded about it, because I don't trust Konami or Bloober Team. I hope it ends up being good, but who knows. I'm not gonna, like, lose a kidney in, like, anger if it ends up sucking. You don't find OG Resident Evil 4 scary? I mean, I don't really find OG Resident Evil 4 scary either, but I just like it that much regardless. How about Resident Evil 2 Remake? That was a very good game. But I just don't really consider Resident Evil 2 as, like, good as RE4 in general.
Has it got bigger? Shite. That's oil dripping and everything. One spark and fuck. Oh, Christ. Ah!
Gotta play that spooky ass violin.
Suze. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening to me?
How's Dex? She's pretty good. She was sleeping a minute ago under my feet, but she's gone now. I just like Resident Evil game design in general, the inventory management, the saves, it really annoyed. Well, they kind of dropped the whole weird save system and inventory management with 4. And have, like, changed it to, like, make it that less of an annoyance. Why does the meat hurt me? I have to think by now the authorities know something has gone horribly wrong at this oil rig. I'm going to be, like, investigating.
Jesus. That's not right.
It hurts you because it loves you. Oh, it's that kind of meat, is it? What you make me do? Smacks, wet smacking sounds. What is the meat? Hurts you because it loves you. I mean, it's a possibility. It doesn't. I mean, saw that scene earlier.
Kaz! Over here!
Brody! Brody. Fucking hell, how you doing?
Better than you by the looks of it. Did you see any others?
You mean anyone alive? Well, I spoke to Roy. He's no doing great without his insulin. And I've no idea where Finlay is now.
I spoke to her a few minutes ago. She's stuck until she gets past Rennick. Or what used to be Rennick.
Feels like everybody's deed or worse. And I don't know about your side of the pontoons, but where I was, the oil tanks are burst, and I think there's a gas leak. I mean, I'm looking for a fucking bright side here.
Well, let's cross that bridge when we come to it, alright? Right now, we have to deal with the stack.
That noise! Aye, okay. Alright, the stack. I'm kind of thinking the flare shouldn't be looking like that.
No, main feed's ruptured. It's burning out. It could get worse. And if it does, it could spread to the derrick and cause an explosion.
Right, so we're fucked. Again.
Not if we switch the flare onto the auxiliary gas pipe. If you go over to the processing quad, I can...
What? Have you seen it out there? Oh, aye, it's quite nice in here, you know. Maybe we should swap.
You can't work the controls, Kaz. Otherwise of course, I'd go myself.
Oh, of course you would.
Christ. Alright, alright. What am I doing?
You need to get there and find the diverter valve, main to the auxiliary. It's on
Hey,
the
what's
middle
up, One?
floor,
How you doing
flare
tonight?
side. I'll ignite the stack from here.
Right.
If I can't do it, then you'll need this.
Jesus.
I'll be on the tannoy if you need any help. Good luck, Kaz.
Great.
Hey, Salsa Snake, one of the things you were absolutely right about for GTA 4 was the driving. I booted up the game earlier to play around a bit, and it felt like I was playing a drunk driving sim. I went through several different ways of describing it before settling on a salmon swimming upstream. Another metaphor was going to be like, it's like trying to steer a car with a pinball machine at times. I came very close to using that one because I thought that was like, you know what, that's damn poetic. But you know what, I think the salmon swimming upstream was a bit more accurate. So I ended up settling with that one. But I'll keep the whole, like, steering something with a pinball machine in mind for maybe future stuff. Brody dug the radio out, but no signal, no fucking nothing. You know what we have to do? This is our fucking problem, F. GTA 4 in a nutshell, Nico kills 9 out of 10 people who may pay him for mostly flimsy reasons, and as long as he doesn't sigh at you, you're safe. If he gets exasperated one too many times, he's gonna have to kill you at some point. That's how it goes. I didn't even realize that years ago when I played that game. It wasn't only like watching through the footage. It's like, well, he is killing a lot of people he worked for. Some of them didn't even cross him. How about this fire? Could this not cause an explosion like that one? No? I guess this is a safe fire. Guy paying Nico a fuck ton of money to do hits, breathes too much. Nico, you gotta be well. It's just weird that he's like picks and chooses. Like, there's no reason there's certain people he ends up liking that he shouldn't, because they were doing the exact same thing that other characters were. It's just the other ones, it's just they were a bit more personal, I guess. It's like Brucey, Dwayne, even though you can't kill Dwayne, and a few others. He's like, yeah, you cool. You know what? I'm not gonna kill you. Honest question, Steam is having their summer sale right now, and I'm deciding between Baldur's Gate 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. Which game do you think I should choose? Honestly, I would probably go with Baldur's Gate 3. If I if I were like only picking between the two, one, you'll get way more time with Baldur's Gate 3, so way more bang for your buck, and it's legitimately a better role-playing game. Unless you're just really into Cyberpunk. Or, I guess you'll hate Tubes.
Ah, Christ.
I hear Ingrid Bosch. Okay, including Dartigan's vote, we have 5 in favor of Boulder. Okay, it seems like that's one overwhelmingly then. One of the more underwhelming parts was definitely Paul. Definitely the lack of attention on Nico actually trying to get his revenge. Yeah, I remember even when I played through the game originally, I thought it was kind of... I actually forgot completely about the revenge plotline when I played through that game back in 2009. And I was trying to remember, who's this guy and why is he being delivered to Nico? I was like, oh yeah, he wanted to kill someone. Because he just does nothing to find it. It's just it's like an afterthought, despite it being his main reason for being in Liberty City. Honestly, I also feel the last mission, that the Nico getting his hands on Darko should have been the last thing in the game, not what you do before the last thing in the game. Because, I don't know, killing Dimitri or Pegorino just doesn't really accomplish anything other than, like, it's just the same thing. You're killing another boss, something you've done to multiple other bosses. It just didn't really have any, like, feeling to it. Still waiting for Cyberpunk 2077 to get its full game edition to give it a once-over playthrough. Remember being really hyped for it? I mean, I think they're done developing it now, though, right?
You bastard! Fuck's sake! I'm waiting to clear it.
You know, if you'd have hit that one more time, you would have gotten to me. Phantom Liberty is its complete edition, I think? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh. It's kind of dead there. He's so angry.
Jesus, just leave me alone.
Don't fuck with my energy. Why do you always fucking about with it? Scum will think about it, mate. I'll fucking show him.
Still a cunt.
He's like a meat dolphin, beautiful and rare.
Think of the money. Just think of the money.
Did he just walk right through the fire?
Kaz! What's happening? Are you alright?
No, I'm not fucking alright. How was he not burning alive in that fire? Is he expecting a reply to that? I mean, that'd actually get us killed if we talk now. Giant flesh monster inbound. Where's Ada without a rocket launcher? I don't know if that would even work here. Where am I going?
This looks like it.
What we got?
Okay.
Gas flare operation. Hazard warning. The gas flare must remain lit at all times to burn excess of flammable gas. If a main gas line damage, the gas divert valve, which will switch flow to the auxiliary gas line. Auto ignition should occur after use of the gas divert valve. Warning, in the event of igniter failure, the gas flare must be manually relit immediately, huh? You can see what we're going to be doing.
Guys, I can see the feed switching here. Glad you're alright. I've started the igniter. Give it a sec. I can't see anything.
Of course you can't, because I'm not that fucking lucky.
No, it's not working. The gas is poured back toward the rig. I'm sorry, Kaz. I need you to do it manually. It's too dangerous to leave it. You'll have to head out onto the stack and use the relighter again.
Fuck.
Did you hear
What
me,
a
Kaz?
poor individual.
Wave or something
Everyone's
so I know
putting
you
this work
receive
onto
it.
him.
Prick.
And he's already been fired. He's not even getting paid for all this.
Godspeed.
Now we go back out, go in the big arm thingy, use the flare, relight it, and then what's gonna break? This is one of those games where you get the but thou must. Oh yeah, this is one of those games where everything will break on your way to do something simple, and you have to like fix it. It's that like BioShock kind of affair.
Jesus.
I get the feeling that that monster is gonna come to us, and it's gonna be set on fire by this as well.
Jesus, you're fucking joking me. Fuck's sake.
And they take security here, seriously with all the locks.
I'm trying to save us, you stupid fucking bastard. I see him squeeze through there.
He's made of like goo and meat. He can definitely squeeze through that. Square ever release a single player version of FF14, would you play it? I don't even know how that would work. That'd also be, if there's like the entirety of what you can do in FF14, that'd be a very long single player game.
Shit. I'm doing this!
Roll. Shit. Well, I'm glad he jumped up there just in time for that.
Jesus.
No splash. That lit everything on fire. Yeah, I don't see how this is better than what happened when we turned it off. Apparently this is an improvement though. What are the most violent video games in your opinion, chat? This is also a question. Like Mortal Kombat games. Manhunt is well known for being violent. Doom is pretty violent as well in terms of like the gore you can do, but I'd say right now the game with the most gore is like Dead Island 2. That game had quite a bit of gore in it. It's like the entire reason to play it. Do I jump here or what?
Kaz, for fuck's sake, move! It's about to collapse!
Why did we even go in here and light this damn thing?
Kaz, it's buckling! It needs to move! Can you hear me, Kaz? Please, man, hurry!
Gears piece, Suze.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm not being difficult. I'm just trying to pick up the pieces of your mess.
He wouldn't let it go, okay? He's carried a fucking torch for you since school. He's always hated me for being the bigger man and for having you and those beautiful fucking wains.
Oh, no. Bigger man! You are shitting me, McCready. You're the bigger man. Your 8-year-old daughter's got more brains and bigger balls than you have. What about the kids? The flat's in your name. You go to Berlin and they just take it away.
Listen, Suze, come on!
No, you just shut it, McCready. You sit your arse down and you just listen to me.
How could we not just talk about this?
Because I am smarter than you, that's why. And I will not let you drag those girls down. You sort this. Whatever you have to do, I don't care. You sort this or I will leave you, you understand?
Suze, look, I'm really sorry.
That's just enough, okay? Just get out of my sight. Try not to put anyone else in hospital the day, yeah? That might make a nice change for you.
Talk about the weens, chat. The weens. How long is this game to finish? Around 4 to 6 hours from what I've
Suze.
averaged or heard from people.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Suze. What have I done? Jesus Christ. Ah, you bastard. Oh, fucking Christ. That is...
My God. My God. Things don't look like they've improved much. Looks like this thing is mostly sunken into the ocean now at this point. Very pretty lighting though, the Eldritch Abomination has. I respect a Cthulhu that has like RGB.
Can't get this one open. No chance.
I will not let you drag those girls down.
Suze. What's this fucking stuff doing to me?
Okay. Heard the expansion packs here. Okay, what is chat up to right now? Good with the Lecky. We're learning so much Scottish, terminology from this. Apparently, children are called weens. Lecky is, electricity. Mike, you have a good night, man. That's a lot of meat. This game has made me want to watch that movie, Annihilation, just because of all the weird, like, oh shit, meat stuff in it. Okay. Apparently the meat does not like the movie Annihilation. Wins? Don't stand near the meat. Dangerous to do so. Oh, Lucky was an actress. She's electricity? Ah, yes. She's like a Pokemon. She's like, you know, Electabuzz. Chad, have you ever played a video game that changed your life? I can't say that I have, no. I've just had games I really enjoyed. Well, technically no, that is actually not true in my case, because I played through that there Tomb Raider game, and guess what? I made a video on it, and now I got this job. Ever since that day. So I guess I can honestly say a video game did change my life in one way. It's like it's growing rib bones. Laura Croft came to Dart and changed his life, that's right. Okay, there is no way any power is still working on this thing if it's in this bad a shape. Brody, if you read this, I'll meet you in engineering. I did my bit. Your plan better work. Last chance. F. I get the feeling that Brody and F, or Finley, are like gonna blow this place up because they don't want whoever this is surviving. It's Laura. I know it's Laura, but come on, I'm American, so I just kind of default to Laura unless I'm thinking about it. Give me, it's a good old-fashioned American day. Give me, like, in my American version of names, some, you know, a room to make a mistake or two. It ain't gonna hurt anyone if I say Laura, spelled Laura. No way through. Engineering is full of oil. We can do this. I don't want to give up. We can get out. We lost Kaz, but we can sort this. Don't do anything stupid, Brody. With that guy trapped in the diving bell, he was on the platform below just before you went inside. I think he was, like, probably changed inside of it, though, right? Or maybe they got him free and, I don't know. Forget what his name was. He's probably dead by now, regardless. Still have one more monster to deal with, technically, and our former boss.
Fuck's sake!
He did change. He got out of the bell, though. Was he the one I just killed, or was he a different one?
Finley. Jesus Christ.
Cleary, how the fuck are you no dead?
I thought I was.
You fit to help?
Christ, can anything help?
Aye, if we can cut ourselves loose and quick like, it'll buy us time, maybe enough.
Do we even know if anyone's coming?
We've been off radio for hours, so aye, I should hope so.
Finley, good. Let's... Kaz? I thought...
Aye, he's a walking greeting miracle. Are we doing this or no?
Aye. We float the rig. I'll dive down and release the tension cables. Hopefully we balance out, maybe end up higher in the water. I'll need you both in marine control.
It's Roy.
Hello, can anyone hear me? I'm stuck up in some fucking hot on the accommodation roof. I don't know how long I can last without insulin.
He's up on the roof. I have to get him.
No.
How has he gotten everywhere
Have to
between
get
where
to
his
main
insulin
control
is?
with Finlay. It's a two-man job and we don't have much time.
You think Roy does? Can't I just leave him? I promised I'd get him home.
Ah, let him go.
Fine. If you want to go, go. But this place is filling up with gas and oil from the drill to the derrick. God knows where else it's leaking to. I can't recommend it.
I know, Brody. But I'm going. I have to.
Engineering's your only path up there, and it's flooded, so you'll have to swim. It's a long way. Plan each step. And if you're underwater, stay calm.
Oh, aye, that's exactly how that'll go.
Enough! You both know what you're doing, so let's go.
Right, yeah, Brody. How's your nerve, alright, McCleary?
Always keep your insulin on hand. Well, I'm assuming you didn't know that he would be separated so badly in the morning when before everything went to hell. But oh, if I need it, I'll just walk back to my room and get it. But if you're a really bad diabetic, you probably keep like the kid on you. You guys got like a spare oxygen tank or anything? No? Okay. Be a puzzle at the end of the game. There can't really be any combat, so it has to be a puzzle of some sort or an escape sequence. Oof.
Fucking thing's locked.
At some point, I've been waiting for these people to at least have a discussion about the shit happening to them, other than just like they're fucking changed, man. Like, do any of them want to like put forth a theory like, from deep beneath the sea or like aliens? I don't know, something. I feel like a discussion should have been had at some point. Okay. How do I... When holding... I don't see anything to hold, game. Okay, well, that's an air pocket up there. Come on. God, I hate this swimming bullshit. Oh, it's down here. I think. Oh, I'm dead anyways. Meatweb is basically the embodiment of Facebook. It can be many things. We have yet to determine because we haven't got enough information. Is this Scottish Akira? Ooh, not a bad idea. That would have made a great YouTube title. Just glad they're not doing the alien is speaking through the person cliche. Yeah, but they might be doing the whole thing that we were infected all along thing. Because we've been seeing like stuff that no one else seems to be suffering from. Meta, formerly known as meat. Would you move? What are you standing still for? What the fuck? Oh god, I hate this. Oh, you didn't need to make swimming into an obstacle course like this. Main character is infected and the alien speaking to the main character, though the infected person explaining their actions to the player. I hate that cliche. It seems like it might be the case. Imagine if Aloy from Horizon was the main character in this. Look, she wouldn't be doing much else besides just, doing everything without the Scottish accent since she just needs to save everyone. The current, I know that, but it's like annoying to try to like get past this because you gotta like climb up a ladder or some shit. And it's not exactly fun. Okay, now it's working how it's supposed to. You know, what makes this guy we're trying to save such a good friend? Hmm? That we need to, like, risk drowning. These are children's godfather. What does a godfather do, though? I always feel like Godfathers is a very European thing, because I don't know what the significance of it is. Other than that they take care of you if your parents die or something. Like stepfather, but a god. That doesn't explain anything. Just a family friend? That doesn't seem like it needs a special title of Godfather. I feel like you just give someone the title of Godfather after you have kids because you want to keep hanging out and they need a reason to be closely attached to the family. Oh no, he's my kid's godfather, he is.
No way through.
Oh, I am certain that door would open just because of the water pressure on the other side. Your godfather didn't even know I was his child. That's your parents' fault. They didn't tell him. Like, is there a legal thing you got to sign to be a godfather? It's just like, oh, it's just the title the parents give you.
Leaks of oil in here. There must be a leak somewhere. Fuck.
I'm gonna guess there's a leak everywhere at this point, given the state of this place.
Jesus.
In the Middle Ages, they helped you in religious studies and helped raise you. Well, there's a lot more like just like parental raising going on back then. It was like, you know, you were kind of raised by the entire village almost. We're gonna come out of this like covered like an otter after an oil spill. Or at least we should be. This man is never gonna swim ever again after all this. Gonna have a phobia. You know, we probably could have just walked over all the debris in the first place. It says swimming under it. If Cthulhu actually wakes, how do you think Biden will respond? I'm assuming nukes would be involved. What else is the response going to be? What, are we going to have diplomatic relations with it? The more interesting question you should have asked me is what would Trump do? Because I make the best deals. I've been to Innsmouth. I like fish people. They're very nice. They always treat me well. They blubber a little bit, but that's okay. He did ask that? Well, I didn't see it until I'd already said that, so I didn't want to look stupid. Scoosh. You know what this game is, chat? This game is practically like that. There's an old disaster movie about a ship that turns upside down in the ocean, and the people are like trapped in it trying to get out. This is what this is reminding me of. Forget the name of the movie. It's an old one, but it is also similar in how they're like constantly like dealing with like disaster after disaster. Poseidon, is that it? It's called Poseidon. I saw it as a kid. It was like on TV, and I never could figure out the name of it. Oh, what? Wait, why'd that kill me? I fell into water. That's, of all the falls, that one shouldn't have killed me. This load's getting a bit longer here, I'm not. Wait. I'm not dead? Never mind. We don't die anymore, chat, I don't think. Was that supposed to happen? I guess that was supposed to happen. What's up, Silence? How you been, man? Poseidon Adventure? Poseidon was the remake? Okay. Okay, yeah. I saw the original one. It's like an older movie. I just remember, like, from my childhood brain is like the ship turned upside down, so like the half they were in was submerged and they were like constantly being flooded. Confined spaces can be lethal. Don't get into tight spots. Give yourself breathing room. That was me in the cave. Who would agree?
So fucking cold.
What happens if we don't, like, warm ourselves up at a heater? Do we die?
I'm in a fucking nightmare. This can't be real. Come on, guys. Come on, keep it together. For fuck's sake. Well, enough waiting around.
Nice and toasty warm. I'm kind of being reminded of that Scottish lady from like Men in Tights right now. Ah, toasty warm. Oh no, she was German. Never mind. Fuck, I don't know why I was thinking she was Scottish. Did you ever turn those other heaters off? That's the third time in the game we've had to use a heater. It's not exactly a mechanic I don't even know if you even need to. I know it's what he's suffering from, but if we actually like left, would we die? Or we just like, you know, have to go back and heat warm up? Can't do this if I'm too cold. I think it's laying eggs, whatever that is.
Roy must have gone through the roof. Must be a way up somewhere.
Every time I hear the Scottish accent, I feel my heart being warmed. There's just something that's so endearing about it. It's that and Irish are very dramatic languages, so they kind of automatically get your attention, I feel.
Look at that. That is some weird shite, man. I feel sick.
You know what? It's like a pretty meat flower. Dartigan is investing so much Polish in a game that's basically Polish in a game that's basically walking simulator, a waste of resources. I mean, it's their game. They get to make it the way they want, and you know what? I'm fine with them making a pretty game like this. It's fine. Look at damn! How dare you put effort into this? Chat, we've come back around. Here we are. The toilet. You remember yesterday? Look what they did to my beautiful, beautiful urinals, and dirtied them up. How dare they? Didn't know where it began. Well, I don't think it's ending just yet. Sounds like after this we're going to go like, deep diving. Do those use urinal cakes? I didn't see one. But you know, a urinal that nice, gonna have to have a urinal cake. We're men and tight. Can't just sing that song as I mentioned the movie, huh?
Shit.
You know that the guy who made Men in Tights wants to make another Spaceballs movie despite him being like ancient. I don't know how he's gonna like produce that when he's like near 100 years old, but hey, credit to him for the effort, I guess.
Jesus. Fucking poor bastard.
I was in the army, an officer took me and fellow nurse to the toilet, showed us it was all bloody, and lectured us not to leave it that way. The literally retarded secretary left it like that. Classic arm. Where am I going? Did I just come from that way? You often forget Mel Brooks is alive. He doesn't really do much anymore, but apparently he wants to make Spaceballs before he dies.
Fuck! Aye. That's right, you stay over there. Sorry, man.
He already made Space... No, he wants to make another Spaceballs. And Star Wars is kind of like a cultural thing again, though for different reasons. And to be fair, though, if you do want to make a Star Wars parody movie, now is the time, because Star Wars has never been worse and easy to more easy to parody. Have I ever thought about sending the Deadpool game? Once or twice. It's just that you can't buy that game anymore. I'd have to and the hard copies of it are kind of expensive. Also heard it wasn't that great.
He's still up here.
So how did our diabetic friend get past all this if he could barely get around?
Oh, Jesus. Fucking poor bastard.
What about the sandwich? Is the sandwich still good? Ugh. I hate that he's like holding his intestines out like that. I'll go back out.
What the hell? How did they get like that? Christ, the trolls do this.
They've been eating them. Things gonna eat me. The new Sith Lord and Acolytes are the best thing in Star Wars for a while. Really? I've heard everyone said that show was shit.
Roof access. But I'm so close. Right.
Workout time? What are you working on today? Hope they're not going for some dark pictures twist in the end for this. I don't think so. This is not going to be like all in his head, I don't believe. Haven't got that inclination from it.
Jesus. Fuck, I think he heard me.
Why do you make...
Shite!
Is he coming or what? Acolyte is actually just okay. People are saying it's shit. Are those SW fans that want everything to be greater than A New Hope or Endor? I mean, I haven't seen it. I just know people have been talking pretty bad about it. It didn't, from the clips I saw, but it did not look like it'd be something I'd want to watch. But maybe it like strikes the right shit, the right itch for someone. Where do you want me to go right now? Oh, over there.
Have to keep quiet.
Oh, don't you do it in a freaking... Oh, no. I was telling you that, like, you can make an entire game set in like horror things chasing you through ventilation ducts. Wait, you stop? Oh, the sandwich is still not soggy somehow. Have you watched the Invincible series on Amazon Prime Video? It's so good, even better than The Boys. I've seen like clips of it, but I haven't actually sat down and watched it. It wants me to go in here or not?
Christ.
Oof. Invincible memes. I've only ever seen the one, the think. Was there more than that? I don't see what it wants me to go in this room for, because I don't see a way through.
Ah!
Oh, the meat hurt. Floor vent? That's what I thought, but I couldn't, like, it wouldn't let me, like, look under it. Oh, wait, never mind. You're right. I was looking in the deep end.
Roy's insulin is here.
I see the tentacles moving outside the door.
I've got to go.
Wait, they can be killed that easily? Okay, if you can just kill him with blunt force, then I do feel we should be, like, carrying a weapon around on us. Oh, is he still alive, I think?
This fucking place.
Hard to tell. Mortis. Insulin's supposed to be refrigerated. I was thinking the same thing, especially like 1975 insulin. Then again, maybe it's just been chilly enough here, so it doesn't matter. Are we becoming a monster now? We just inadvertently killed something trying to attack and kill us. I think we're alright morally.
Roy! He up here! Roy! Jesus, it's moving all the other place.
I do think this game would have been actually like really good if it had included combat and not just relied on like what it's doing. I don't see why they didn't want to put like combat system into it. Other than, yo, doing combat makes something more expensive.
God almighty. That must be it. Thank Christ. Roy! Roy! Talk to me, big man. Come on. Roy! Roy, wake up, you prick! Please, wake up. Wake up, come on! Oh, you bastard. Don't leave me here. Please, big man, come on back. Christ, don't leave me. Roy, don't leave me. I can't do this, man. I'm scared, Roy. I'm fucking terrified. What am I going to tell Susan? Hey. I mean, she's going to fucking kill me, man, you know? She loved you, big man. She really loved you. So did my girls. Wait, what am I going to tell them? Oh, sorry. Your Uncle Roy's not coming home. Aye, I know. Me and Ollie. I love this big man, do you hear me? I loved him.
Wow. That was a good moment. That may be the first death I can think of in a video game of someone going into diabetic shock.
Who's this?
It's Finlay, Kaz. You got to, Roy. Good. Look, Kaz, the water's up to admin, so I couldn't get to Marine Control. You need to try and get there from where you are, alright?
Jesus.
Aye. And that English bastard better come and off. You can't stay in that hut forever, no. Kaz? Kaz, you still there? When you're not shouting, I start to worry, like. Is Roy making a fuss? Put him on. I'll get him tailed. Kaz. For fuck's sake, what's going on?
How dick can you be to not really put it together?
Did you not make it?
Oh, it's too late.
Fuck. I'm sorry, Kaz. No. We all love the big man, eh?
I let him down. He was relying on me.
No, no. No, you did everything you could. You went back for him. None of this is your fault. It's no anyone's. Look, I'm sorry, Kaz, but we need your help here. We're all fucking going down otherwise.
Aye. I want half this fucking rig.
Good. Then you need to find a way across the deck, get to Marine Control Room, call me when you get there, and I'll talk you through it, alright?
Right.
Right. Right. Right then. Alright, next problem to solve, I guess. Since this one ended up being a bit of a bust. So, hold on, we still got the insulin on us. It's gonna be important. We're gonna, like, inject that into the meat, I bet. Unless it is just being like a plot point that doesn't go anywhere. $12 without insulin is enough to kill a diabetic? I think it depends on their diet and what kind of diabetic they are. Who's dying? Roy died from, like, insulin shock. Where's deep one, though? Look, the deep one is just like a bunch of meat. You ain't gonna see, like, a squid face. There's your deep one right over there. Doing something. 1970s, there's a Scottish oil rig that blew up in the North Sea, so this is probably inspired, yeah. But was there a conspiracy to, like, not tell us about the meat monster?
Is it even going to hold?
You know damn well it ain't.
Fuck! Slowly now. Steady. Christ.
How about playing Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth next? I've actually played that a couple of years ago. The first part of that game is very good, but then it quickly turns, like, very mid. And then it's actually so buggy, I couldn't even finish it at the very last bit of the game. Like, the final escape from, like, the underground, like, Cthulhu, you know, cult place is, like, there's, like, the ceiling is falling in, caving in. But the game is glitched, so no matter how fast I did it, I couldn't get past it. Why is debris swirling around it? Because evil energy. people be doing them, you know? Disappointing. Well, I played 99% of the game. It's literally like the final like couple seconds that were unplayable.
That was a close one. Oh, for fuck's sake!
This guy is my spirit animal, chat. He expresses many of the emotions I feel sometimes when playing these games.
No, no, no! Shit!
What game do you think has the best movement? In my opinion, Titanfall in the cornerstone. That is Titanfall 2 is a good one. I will admit. Very smooth to like do everything in it. I'm sure there's probably been better games than that since then. Main character is getting tired or stuff. Has there ever been like a meta main character who gets tired of the person controlling them? Or if you screw up enough, they start like bitching about your playing? It's like, I can't believe this fucking idiot who's playing me has died 6 times in this one spot.
Fuck!
Stanley Parable? Okay, that would be the one, yeah. Maybe High on Life, too.
Christ, it's way above my pay grade, this.
We're supposed to call, right?
It's like a fucking spaceship. I'm not touching anything Finlay doesn't tell me to. Jesus, fuck. Rope. No, you.
Ooh.
Nice and slow.
Ugh.
It's alright.
I don't like that he's like
Let me make a call.
whining at me.
Yeah? Aye. Here we go.
How's the missus? What about the kids? Doing anything for Christmas this year? The
Finlay,
Bard cell. I've never played a Bard cell.
I'm at Marine Control. I'm not alone.
Fuck. Is it that bastard Rennick?
No. Jesus. It's Roper. He's all messed up.
Guys, listen to me, alright? Listen,
Alright.
we need to keep it together.
Alright, just tell me what to do.
There's only 2 switches. You just have to find them. First, find the ballast operations panel. There'll be a switch there to put it into manual control. You flip that switch. Go do that, and then I'll talk you through the next part, alright?
Aye, alright. I'll look for it.
I'm gonna guess his hand is on it. Oh, I need this though.
It's alright, pal. Here we go. I'll look after this now, alright?
Now what, Finley?
Switch is at manual.
Right.
What's next?
Now you flood the forward pontoon, and I mean flood it to the fucking brim.
Hold on a minute. The pontoons are already fuck full of oil and gas. This might push it all up to the deck.
We don't have a choice. The whole rig could tip over. Flooding that pontoon will at least give us a fighting chance.
What about Brody? Is he no down there?
He'll be out of there by now. He's done his part. We just have to do ours, right?
Alright.
Keep them away.
What was that?
It's Roper.
Never mind him. Flood the forward pontoon.
Hang on.
So demanding. Fun fact that Dodo was killed off by mostly Dutch settlers. Yep. Don't know why we were talking about that all of a sudden, though.
Any chance?
Did you know, like, the Tasmanian tiger was mainly killed off by Australian settlers? I don't know which button to hit. Forward, which pontoon did she say? Forward pontoons.
Right, back to Finlay. Alright, that's done. Now what?
That's it. Come on. Come on.
Come on, what? It's moving. Did it work?
Fucking aye. See, not so hopeless after all, eh?
Oh, thank Christ, Finlay. What now?
Brody's got a plan. Meet us at drill ops as soon as you can.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
We're going to be alright, Kaz.
I fucking hope so.
Thought it was mainly killed off by roadrunners. You're thinking of the Tasmanian devil, which is perfectly fine. Well, not exactly perfectly fine, but they're still around. Tasmanian tigers, on the other hand, they extinct as fuck. Hey, buddy. I thought we were cooler than this. You need permission to touch someone with your tentacles. Otherwise known as a thylacine. Yeah, it was like a weird tiger that wasn't technically a tiger and it could unhinge its jaw and stuff. It's kind of like a Silent Hill, dog almost. I don't really want to see a dog ever, like, just unhinge its jaw in front of me. That's like, you know what? Something, the devil is real.
Suze. Fuck! Am I losing my mind?
Yeah, I think you are. Or the meat's playing with you. But they were cute. I don't know. I don't really find unhinging of the jaw to be a cute action. Hello, please forgive me. You're forgiven instantly. Or whatever it is. But this ain't exactly a confessional booth in a Catholic church, though.
No! Shite, that was close.
Yeah, I'm surprised you survived, honestly. Usually when you get sucked into like a tunnel full of flooded water, you ain't coming out of it.
It's making that noise. Fuck!
The meat is getting aggressive, chat. Not respecting our boundaries like it once did.
Shite!
just looked it up. The Tasmanian tiger's extinction was so recent that there's actually real photos of it. There's also video of it.
Shit!
Again. It's just to get your breath. Don't think tentacles are into consensual penetration. Yeah, that's the problem with tentacles, isn't it? They just go everywhere. Surprised you haven't had to change hard hats yet. Look, we got a strap under our chin that keeps it on snugly. Now that's a freaking maul. What are some of the most glaring sins for you, Soph? There's nothing too glaring, but there's definitely like small ones all over the place. But I like the twisted, like, inhuman, like, monster designs. Those are cool.
Jesus fuck. God, it's a fucking nightmare.
Impressed by, yeah, I just wish there was more to do in it. I do think combat would have made it better. I just keep getting that feeling I want to fight these things because they look interesting. Like, imagine if the combat was all about like cutting their tentacles off with like a fire axe or something.
Shush! Shush! Listen! Shush!
I say I'm desensitized to horror? Yes, majorly.
Jesus.
You can't really get more than like maybe like me sucking my breath in much more nowadays out of like a really well-placed jump scare. Something tells me that's how it's not normally looking with like the infinite twisting hallway through the window. I do believe these things are like shroom-like. Very shroom-like, psychogenic, like mushroom meat. Am I gonna make this into a video? Yes, but it's more than likely not gonna win out against Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Just to like not getting one hopes up. I am recording it for a video, but it's likely not gonna happen just yet. Too much meat. How much storage do you have banked to games? Several terabytes. Many terabytes.
Jesus. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
I probably have about like 50 full playthroughs of games, or maybe even more, of like potential videos. I need to like hire another writer who can like just be making those for me. But I'm starting to get through my backlog a little bit. Like recently, I've noticed. Also, thank you for the 500 bits, Musical Pumpkin. Happy 4th to the one streamer I am sub to. Hope it's gone well, my friend. Yeah, it's been a great year for me. Hopefully, it's been a great year for you as well. I hope you've had a good 4th of July, whatever you got up to today. Don't think the hard hat protected you very much. Have you seen how many falls I've taken? Probably saved my life more than you know. Just because they don't show them doesn't mean any, doing its job. And also, my light is attached to it, so it's letting me see where I'm looking. That's a big head enemy. Wait, can it drown here? I was thinking, since these things seem like they come from the ocean, they don't drown.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, that was... Oh, fuck. You rest in peace, you cunt. Christ. I've got to get the fuck out of here.
The monsters apparently have randomly generated modeler. I think the one we just fought though is the one that has the big head. Because he's kind of important. But they definitely can like just spawn tentacles out of them. I've noticed that much. Did you salute the flag today? If I would have seen a flag, I might have. Didn't come across one. And also, you don't really salute the flag unless you're like in the military. Usually if you're like a casual citizen, you just put your hand over the heart. Alright.
Finlay, thank fuck. Finlay? What's going on? Who are you talking to?
Huh? Bad news, I take it?
Kaz, you made it.
Brody, what's wrong with Finlay? She's freaked out here.
Listen, Kaz. There's no much time. There's oil and gas getting in here. When it fills, it will be headed right up the drill pipe.
What are you on about?
I'm still in the pontoons. I've only got a couple of minutes. I can't stop it. The rig's a time bomb now. You understand? One spark and... You need to find a way off.
Just get back up here and we'll work it out, yeah?
I can't do that.
What?
I can't get back up.
Wait, no, wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait, listen.
You're on your own now.
I'll come to you. All right?
No, you won't. You wouldn't even get halfway to me. The leg's flooded and the gas, it's no possible.
You got your dive gear?
Aye, but
so you can use that?
It's oil, Kaz. There's nothing to be done.
Don't fucking say that.
I knew the risk when I came down here.
Fuck. Can he lose you as well?
Listen, I'm alright, Kaz. I'm already back on Sky. You've never seen water like that, Kaz. Clear, peaceful. You just let go and everything's fine.
Aye. That sounds beautiful.
You go one day. Alright?
No, fuck that. I'm never swimming again after this.
Kaz, you and Finlay, you could do this, alright? I'm sure she wouldn't do something so stupid.
Brody, you there?
Kaz?
What's stupid? Talk to me.
It's getting higher.
Alright, I'm here, Brody. I'm not going anywhere. Alright, I'm here.
Get him!
Brody. Oh, fuck. Brody. Jesus.
Sure, I'm beginning to think this game's gonna have a sad ending. I mean, after all, this developer's first game was like an entire game about committing suicide.
How does this happen?
Hey, Musical Pumpkin, thank you for the 50 months.
Doesn't fucking matter.
He's dead and you don't think that matters?
He was always gonna die. All of them. Always.
Oh.
You see that? We've been fucking about with the lakey and pontoons. And without a hope in hell. Watching our pals turn into monsters.
Never once, never fucking once have we tried to do what needed to be done.
Calm down, alright? What do you mean?
I'm ending this. Fucking now.
Finley. No. Come back. Finley!
Really? What? Wait, this developer's first game. This developer's first game, The Chinese Room, was technically a mod for like, it was a source mod about I forget the name of it, but it's about this like person walking around the Scottish or English like seaside and climbing up a tower and then jumping off to kill themselves. So kind of most every game they've done has always had like a sad edge to it. Was it Dear Esther? Yeah, it was Dear Esther.
Finley! Wait a minute! Jesus! Come back! You're not thinking straight!
And then after that, they did Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, which is, you know how it is. And then I think they also did that game, what's it called? The Rapture of something, some person? I don't know, I never played it. Everyone's gone to the Rapture, yeah, that one.
Fuck off, McCleary! I'm not turning into one of these things! You hear me?
Which I think this person's gone a little mental. You know, maybe she's got the right idea. We probably should destroy this. Because that ain't natural. That's getting like, that's becoming like a goddamn Dead Space marker at this rate.
We have to find a way out, come on!
Fucking kidding yourself, it's this or nothing!
Can't get this one open. No chance.
An oil explosion really just magically seal an Eldritch portal like and burn it away. As we've seen, it is possible to like, destroy this stuff. But it's not invincible or whatever.
Finley! Finley! Finley!
Oh, I can't go that way. How we getting off this rig? We're just kind of hoping someone shows up at this point. Ooh, she got flushed.
Guys,
I'm here, Finley, I'm here.
guys, what is it you hear? When it's close.
Who do I hear?
It's made you a Christmas card.
I hear my wife. I just want to get back to her, Finley. To my wains.
I hear my boy. When he was wee, you know. I hear him now.
Kate. I'm thinking Kate.
He's singing. We're not seeing him again. Guys.
There's got to be a ship coming. You said it yourself.
Christ, guys. We don't want him coming. Jesus!
I'm sorry, Finley. I don't know what to do.
We've got to face it, cuz.
What do you mean?
Ah! We can't get back. We can't. But I can.
What?
It's not going to stop with us. Fuck's sake, McCleary. For once in your life, be brave. Be brave for them. You can't save yourself. But you can save them.
Jesus, Finley.
You want to leave it a chance? Oh. If it gets to the mainland, oh, you know I'm right. I'm always fucking right.
Oh, Christ. Christ. All right. Aye, all right. For them.
Kind of like the torch. Oof. That did not look comfortable. Way to go. Press F for Finley. I miss my press F emote. God damn you, Twitch. Oh, it's quite pleasant in here, actually. Nice fruity smell. Like mom's lasagna.
God almighty. Christ. Never had a chance. I'm sorry, Suze. I'm so sorry.
Oof. Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'd likely go out before it lit anything, though. Man, I just took the fattest fucking vape. Oh yeah, let's go epic.
You don't recognize me, do you?
No, sorry, love. You know me.
You could say that. It's been a long time though, Kaz.
Hold up. Susan Lafferty. Fuck's sake, is that you?
The very same. Christ, Kaz, but you look no different.
I've still got the nose, eh?
Well, looks like someone did a good job of spreading it about your face.
Nothing like the meat tunnel to let it all sink in.
Oh, the big man a drink.
Jesus, Kaz. Because I really want to be thinking about Roy right now. Jeez.
He looks after me. He fucking adores you, you know.
Well, I am easy to love, Cameron McCready.
Hey,
Yeah.
500 bits for musical again.
Shut up.
Happy 4th again, once, by the way.
I do though, Suze. I fucking love you. I love you more than anything in this whole world.
You daft bomb pop. Well, you're not so bad yourself, all things considered.
Marry me.
What?
I'm serious. Marry me. We'll make beautiful wains.
Wait, are we like swimming? Oh, I think we're gonna make it. We get knocked into the water. Swimming toward that light, chat. The sun, it's the surface of the ocean.
She's perfect.
She looks just like you.
Thank God for that.
Can we get a Dartigan body pillow? What would you be doing with such a thing?
Dad's eyes.
I'm sorry, Kaz. I know you'd have wanted him to meet her.
Nah, fuck him. The bastard wasn't interested in me. Why would he care about her?
He loved you in his way, Kaz.
I'll never leave you, Suze. I'll be at your side forever. And I'm always going to be here for this Wayne.
Pardon? Watch me ween.
Kiss the Waynes for me. Tell him I'll be back for Christmas.
Oh, this is when he went to go, I guess, to his job.
I'm sorry, Suze.
Or no, he's just like, yep. Getting a little...
Hey, Kaz. I'm sorry it's been so hard. Just wanted to send you this. To say we'll get through it. I know we will. Just take care out there and bring my beautiful big gallus man back home in one piece, okay? I miss you and I love you. And the girls miss and love you. I'm still raging at Roy, but he's a good man and I know he'll look after you. Whatever happens, we will be alright. We can weather this.
Hey, what's up, Montezuma?
Just wanted to say that to you, Kath.
You have a good 4th?
To keep you safe and close and make sure you know to come home to us. I love you, Cameron McCleary.
I'm gonna include this message in the bits drop, but I
safe
don't
out
know
there
how
on
to
those
do it on
waters.
mobile anyway. Sorry for the late arrival.
My man.
But I appreciate the content. Personally, I'm a reliable and friendly streamer. Much love. Hey, much love back at you. My restless dreams, I see that lock down at him. How come we don't actually have a good Loch Ness Monster game? Huh? We've got Bigfoot games, no Loch Ness Monster game. This is sad. You've identified the emotion they were going for. Sad ending. Yeah, I screwed up, Chen. I got the worst ending. I'm sorry. We didn't go to get to go to Glasgow and get shit faced. We just get the the sad Scottish lady singing. Sing us a Gaelic tune, my lady. No post-credit scene? I'd imagine probably not for this. The studio doesn't really do sequels as far as I'm aware. Oh, thalassophobia would take my life. I'm not sure if about the rest of you, chat, but I'm one of those people who like answers to like things, and they didn't really give you any answers or any like even allude to whatever that was. It's like I just like sea meat deep from the earth, and it's evil. It's gonna infect the world. So, or at least we assumed. Did you say Gaelic? Gaelic. It's like I'm probably not like pronouncing it correctly, but you know, like both Irish and Scottish have like the Gaelic. How do you pronounce it? Tell me then. Don't just ask me. Did you pronounce it this way? It is Gaelic. Then why am I being questioned? You're pronouncing it correctly. See, I got gaslit there for like a couple minutes or so. I thought I was pronouncing it correctly. So wait, it just that this person was just ignorant that I said Gaelic. Yeah, give it a big Gaelic. Like origami. Origami. Well, I can't think of any better way of celebrating 4th of July than a Scottish jig. Missed your joke. I was messing with it. I thought I was pronouncing it incorrectly. That's what your joke taught me. Is like, oh, I thought I mispronounced it. I just insulted someone's like heritage. What'd you guys think of it anyways? It is a bit of a walking simulator, but it's probably one of the better walking simulators out there. You do enough to make it, I think, qualify not quite as one, though. Always have to ruin the joke. That's my goal in life. Ruin every joke that isn't mine. Also, Montezuma, $50 super chat. Yay! I can't think of anything else to say, so here's $50 and said, you know what? Doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts, and also, happy 4th, my man. Hope it was a good one. Maybe had some barbecue, who knows what. If anything, regardless, thanks for being here. Join this game to an Irish person and saying I love Britain. Well, this is a Scottish game, not Irish, so Irish would be like, what the hell are you on about? That ain't me. Didn't play the DLC for 8, but I did play 7 DLC a lot. What game are you talking about? Resident Evil? I mean, alright. No killing monster with diabetes medicine. Yeah, we just kept that diabetes medicine on us. As expected, you know what? We had Chekhov's diabetes medication in this. Chekhov's insulin that never got used. They mentioned it throughout from the very beginning of the game, never became a thing. How cool would it have been to like kill the monster by giving it like diabetes? Or like giving it too much, I don't know, raising its sugar level too high. How many people worked on this game again? Northern Ireland is mostly Scots-Irish, so they might have thoughts, huh? Or that was mint for Papa, I gotcha. Kill the monster by feeding it too many brownies, or just like English food in general. Or have some like beans on toast. All that it was some like, jelly deal. Dropping its sugar levels too low, yeah, that'll kill it. Doing this game to an Irish person and saying, man, I love Britain. By the way, doing this will piss them off because Britain. Don't do it. I'm not planning to go, culturally, like, insult people with a video game. It might be difficult, actually. Wouldn't it be more of a MacGuffin than Chekhov's insulin? Chekhov and MacGuffin are little kind of similar things in a way. MacGuffin, well, no, MacGuffin is more like something that people have to find to, when they, finish the story, or like it's like important. Whereas a Chekhov's, something like that is mentioned at one point, and then it has to be used if it's going to be mentioned at all. Otherwise, you're just wasting like words and people's time. So if you, it's famously described, if you mention a rifle in chapter 2, it must be used by the end of it at some point. It must be taken off the wall and used. Otherwise, don't mention it. But usually, so MacGuffin will be more directly important than the Chekhov, I guess. They use the free-range Scots. No, they only use cage-free Scots for this game. Farm-raised, grass-fed. Ugh. You got a new keyboard and it's making you... You gotta break that keyboard in. Hammer those keys. Mouse pointer on screen, does it really matter? It's the credits. You never understood the red herring idiom? Red herrings are something a writer will inject into a plot to try to throw the reader off. So they don't predict what's going to happen or what the plot twist will be. So they'll throw up like some chaff to maybe make you think it's something else. There, it ends up being nothing though. Alex Jones' game is next. Why don't you play that? Why don't you play that game? Shown in the second act, it must be used by the third. There we go. There's a proper... Oh yeah, I'm yawning because I didn't get to sleep until like 4 p.m. last night. That's why I'm yawning. Have any idea what happened? Yeah. The oil rig was drilling in the sea. It hit some kind of like monster deep beneath the earth. And that freed it, and it like infected the entire, drilling platform. Killed everyone on it. And in our struggle to get off, we eventually decided it's better to destroy it so it couldn't get to the mainland. And here we go. I feel like if it's already in the ocean like that, then it's probably already like not on the ship, contained to like the ship anyway, so I don't know. Lifeline, Elden Ring, Deep Fear, Return to Legend of Dragon. Mentioning some stuff there, are we? Obviously, nice and hard tonight. That's the plan. Also, out to lunch. Thank you for your 49 months. Better late than ever. Hey, there is no such thing as being late when it comes to a Twitch sub. You do it when you want to and if you want to. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Helps he was crying like a little bitch because he's going to lose everything. That does seem to be his fate right now. Beginning of the game, Trot said there was an oil company that's planning to put more oil rigs in the area, so maybe this isn't over. It's a possibility, but I would assume after this one blew up, the investigation might be like, Then again, oil will make countries do crazy, stupid things. You're just here lurking? Hey, Bencam. You lurked well. We never knew you were there. But I can now stop recording. Oh, that game's done. I guess it's back to Elden Ring, or for now. Probably back, well, not tonight, but following streams will be Elden Ring. However, I'm not planning to stream tomorrow, because I'm going to use tomorrow to finish up my Grand Theft Auto 3 script. That way I can get that out right quick, because I want to have that out for the Patreon people. That's right, it's a classic sin video exclusively for the Patreon members. Be sure to subscribe to that Patreon if you're not a member. Night for now. Hey, everyone who's leaving, you have a good night. It's been my pleasure to have you here tonight. I'm going to take off too. It is 11:20, so that's a full-length stream for me. But I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, and also happy 4th of July one last time. And also thank you for any bits, subs, gift subs, memberships, super chats, all that stuff. Thank you very much for your patronage. When are you going to play Alan Wake 2 DLC? I don't know. I'll get to it eventually. Also thank you to the mod team. And thanks for everyone just being awesome tonight. Thank you very much. But yeah, no stream tomorrow, so maybe watch someone else, or like go hug your loved ones. I don't know. Make some food. Food prep. Mow the lawn. There's plenty of opportunities out there for you. Time for bed? Yeah. Have a good one, man. Have a great one. But yeah, as you can tell, I am like out of social energy after 5 days of streaming. So I'll see you guys in a day or two. And then we'll probably play some more Elden Ring, and then I might play something else as well before I leave for my camping trip. So yeah, we'll still have some fun. We got about another week before I'm out of here for like a week. Rest up. Yeah, I'm only gonna be off for 1 day. I just need 1 day to finish this script. So not a long distance, you know. I mean, not a long gap this time. I want to get as many streams in as possible before I take off. But I'll see you all in a day or so, Chad. Till then, stay safe. Peace.